Hello everyone, welcome to Card Collectanea. This is Cindy. I'm back with number 16 of my challenge, and I'm going back to a cartridge that I had used earlier. I love this one, and I had found something along the way to one of the other cuts that I had used, and today I just want to show you, mostly the card is put together. The cut is a little bit complicated to do, so I did it off camera, but today I'm going to show you a gatefold card. This one is, I started with a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 inch cardstock. It's a sort of a peachy pink, and I folded it or scored it at 2 1/8 from this edge and 6 3/8. 2 1/8, 6 3/8. And when you fold that and fold it down like this, you'll have a really cute little gatefold card. And what I used for this paper is a striped pattern piece from a cardstock pack called Nana's Kids. And this is a blue and green and this sort of peachy pink reddish color. And it really worked well. The colors matched almost perfectly with this piece of cardstock. And so I really liked it. I wanted it to make a card for a little boy. And then on page, and this stripe piece is cut at 1 7/8 this direction, and it's 5 1/4 inches tall. So when you cut those and you put two pieces, one on each side, and now you have your little gatefold card. Now, the inspiration for this was this really cute little cut on page 47 of the manual for Nate's ABCs. And it is this really sweet Jack-in-the-Box. Now the Jack-in-the-Box has several layers to it, about 6 or 7 of them actually, and so it looks a little complicated to do, but it's really not as hard as it appears, and it went together quite well. I'm going to zoom in a bit. On 47 you will see this piece right here, which is the base, and it is cut in blue, and because my colors matched up almost exactly with the colors that are in here, I went ahead and did fairly close to what it said. So blue, and I did go ahead and cut this little star in a lighter shade of blue, and there's a little lines here that show up on his neck, so I cut that in lighter shade as well. Then the next one is the box piece and the outline of his hat, a couple of other small band pieces for his wrists. And then there's this orangish piece, and then a white section. This one is actually white. Then there's a section here for the star, which is brown, and then the peach colored pieces that form his hands and face. I did not shadow it, so I didn't use this cut here. But I went ahead and put all that together. I cut it at 4 inches. And this is what I came up with. I love this little Jack-in-the-Box. The base color is the blue, and then there's this red for the box itself and the hat and the bands. Then this orange, and then the lighter blue for the star and these two little pieces. And then there's that white piece underneath there and the brown. The white barely shows through. Now I did ink around all of the edges, and that worked out well. And then you just layer them one on top of the other. It's not hard to do, although cutting the pieces takes a minute, but getting them all on there is not that hard. Even this little band piece for the top of his hat worked out really well. Now I put that all together, and then I had a very small stamp which said happy birthday, so I could fit that right on top of that star. So I put that right in here. Now before I finished, I took some glossy accents and put on his eyes, and that made them shine a little bit, and I just think he's the sweetest thing. Now I put him on some foam tape. I'm using Scotch, and I will peel this off, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with him. Okay, now you want to be careful when you notice that the tape is only on one side of him. You want to be careful to do that because you don't want to tape your card shut. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to use this edge as my guideline here as to where it should be. And I don't want him exactly centered horizontally, so I'm going to move him down a bit. Before I push it down too hard, I'm going to see if that's where I want him. Yes, that looks good. He's right where I want him to be now. And so and the card's still open. You don't want to tape it shut. So I'm going to press down and get that foam tape stuck there. Oh, he's so cute. Now, one more item I'm going to add, and then this one will be finished. And once you get the cutout done, the card is quite easy. I have one button that I'm going to put over here in the corner. I'll move it down so you can see it. And it's just a blue button. It's very close to the shade of the blue that's in the Jack-in-the-Box. And I put some thread through it, some crafting thread through it. And it's that orangish color. And I'm just going to put it right there. Oh, I love him. I think he's so cute. And if you want to put a white piece for your sentiment, that's fine. If you want to just stamp something on this one, that would be fine as well. So I just think he is adorable. And if you haven't used Nate's ABCs and you haven't looked at all the things that are on there, some of them do look a little complicated, but they really work up well, at least the ones that I have seen. And I think you will really like them. So have a great day. Come back and see me again. Leave me a comment if you would, please. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.